And that's one thing that we're trying not to do. We're trying to make sure that there's no gatekeeping that's happening with this type of information, so that more and more people can actually come and study in America with, full scholarships. So that's the big thing over here, guys. It's super important that you guys know that, because not many people know that at all. And it's kind of, how can I say it? I wouldn't say it's kind of sad, but it's just kind of the reality of things, basically. So what I want to do is how do I do this? Okay, you can bring it up like that. Okay. But yeah, let's answer any questions that many people may be having. So again, I'm just going live on different platforms right now, just so that I can make sure that we can answer all the questions that people are having. Hey, do you know if Stony Brook gives need-based financial aid to international students? No, they don't. Stony Brook is a government school, and government schools don't give need-based financial aid to international students, or at least very few government schools do that. All right. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you're applying to the schools that do give full need-based, and those schools typically are private schools. Ace says that I'm thinking about studying finance, but also I feel like going for CS, that's the only problem. To be honest, finance is a nice career, but only if you get into the Ivy League. If you're not getting into the Ivy League, then I wouldn't recommend you to study finance, because it's going to be hard for you to find a job. Remember, the most important thing as an international student is to find a job. And if going for finance, you are in a non-STEM degree, you might have some difficulty finding a job. Let's keep on going. Hey, Sarah, welcome, Sarah. And yes, you can always double major, Ace. You can always double major in computer science and finance. Remember, it also takes about the same amount of time to double major, especially if you know from the get-go that you want to double major, then you can do that without actually spending any more time at school. And it's also not going to cost you any more money. I'm in need of a full scholarship and guidance to the States. So this is how it works, right? So to get a full scholarship, because somebody else also asked it here, but to get a full scholarship as an international student, what you need to do is you need to get need-based financial aid from these schools. And the way it works with need-based financial aid is you're going to be applying to schools that guarantee that they'll meet 100% of your demonstrated financial needs. And then you're going to fill out the CSS profile for each of those schools that you apply to. Now, remember, these schools also have CSS fee waivers. So there are certain schools that do have CSS fee waivers or an alternative form that you can fill out. But nonetheless, you're going to be filling out some financial form that you're going to be submitting to these universities that guarantee that they'll meet 100% of your demonstrated financial needs. Now, if you want more information about that, make sure you're following my page. Make sure you are also joining my community. I have a community where I answer so many questions there. I also have a website where I answer more questions. So make sure you join there. And also I have ebooks that show you step-by-step how to do stuff, okay? I have texted you. Can you please reply? Guys, I'm not really replying anymore to DMs. I have over 1,000 DMs right now. It's almost impossible for me to, do it in a meaningful manner anymore. The best way to contact me is on my community, okay? Contact me on my community. The link is in my bio. Let's keep on going. William, I have a 39 out of 45 IB and a 5 in politics, but the teacher just hates me, but I want to study poly. Yeah, that's fine. To study poly is okay, but again, I would still suggest that you look at STEM majors, because STEM degrees are what's going to allow you to get a STEM extension or STEM OPT extension. So you probably want to look at that. And then the other thing is your grades are not as important as your extracurricular activities, guys. So even if you have decent grades, it's not going to allow you to get into these schools. What you need to do is you need to have very strong extracurricular activities with, above average grades, and that's how you get into these schools, okay? If my ECs are all around politics and I have and are strong, do I have chances even with a 1500? Yes, with a 1500 and you have strong ECs, you have a very good chance at even the Ivy League, because that's around Ivy League status. So like if you have really good, so this is the thing with Ivy League. Ivy Leagues they want you to have pretty good grades. You don't have to have the best grades, but you have to have pretty good grades. But then the most important thing for the Ivy League is your extracurricular activities and why you're choosing this specific Ivy League school, right? So why are you wanting to go to UPenn over Harvard, for instance? Sarah, have you applied and does it require proof of funds? So Sarah is applying right now. I love the fact that you're all up in here, Sarah. Remember, proof of funds, you don't need proof of funds if you get a full scholarship. And that's why I'm pushing you guys to apply to these schools that I am telling you guys about. With a GPA of 2.6, do I stand a chance at a scholarship and also have an agricultural degree? If you have a degree and you have a 2.6 GPA, you have to do the GRE. You have to do the GRE in order to do so. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have the GRE in order to do to get the 2.6. Because you have a 2.6 GPA, and then you can apply to the schools. But then usually also you'll be getting a loan for your master's degree. Okay. Hey, will you confirm that if individual students complete their graduation from distance learning, they will be able to pursue their master's in the States? Yes, as long as you have an accredited degree, it doesn't matter the mode that you got it in. So there's lots of online institutions in America, so they're totally fine with that. So as long as it's an accredited degree, you'll still be able to come study in America. What is BS and MS? Bachelor's of Science and Master's of Science. If I want to apply for visual impairment, what should I do? So you mean you are disabled? Is that what you're meaning? Because if you're disabled, you just want to mention that in your essay. You want to mention that in your essay. Is there an community college in Seattle for good for international students? Yeah, there certainly is. There certainly is. I remember that I was looking over one Seattle University, which was pretty good. But I like the ones in Texas, though. Dallas, Texas. That's the cheapest one that I've seen so far. Let's keep on going. SAT is compulsory for financial aid? No, SAT is not compulsory for financial aid. There are some schools that require it and some schools that don't. There's many schools that are test optional. Duolingo English test is good for financial aid? No, again, this depends on the school. There's 7 schools that do not require any SAT or English proficiency exams, but most other schools will require an English proficiency exam. And then for your grades, you need to at least have a 3.0 GPA in order to do pretty well. Okay, I applied for about 5 schools and they said they offer 18,000 out of 50,000. You must be applying to the wrong schools because we're applying to schools that guarantee full scholarships if you get accepted and you don't have the money. Liska, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Very, very busy. Very, very, very busy. I'm right now on my break, and that's why I'm able to do this live because I'm so busy at work right now. Hey, did you finally get rid of that side job you have? Norina, you are funny. You are funny. Not yet, and the thing is, maybe once you come to New York and, you help me out with the content side over here, we can start getting rid of the side jobs. Do you know about transfer applications from those outside the US? Are they financial aid options? Yes, they are. There are financial aid options, but remember that it is slightly more difficult to get in as a transfer student than as a first-year student, but there are. So take a look at Amherst College. Amherst College is really great with transfers. I haven't seen you in a while. Liska is saying to Norina. I love the fact that you guys are having your side conversations over here. Please, can you give us some of the need-based schools? Yeah, I literally have a list on my community. Join my community. The link's in my bio, and also on my website, and also on my TikTok page. So take a look at Reed University. Reed College, Rice University, Colgate University, MIT, Harvard, UPenn, Swarthmore College, Williams College, Amherst College. There's quite a few. All right, they're all over my account. Norina, so Liska is having a TOEFL exam tomorrow. Good luck, guys. Do I have to submit SAT or ACT? We barely know about this in my country. No, you don't. There's so many schools that don't require it. So you don't need to if you don't want to. Let's keep on going over here. Wow, so many questions. Love it, love it, love it. Honestly, only 1 day of preparation. Wow. I thought UPenn doesn't offer a full ride. UPenn does. They do. They have full rides, but it's not need blind. So they do consider your finances when deciding whether to accept you or not. UPenn has a lot of money, and I don't know why they're not need blind. I honestly don't know why. They have a lot of money. What is the endowment for UPenn? Let me look again. UPenn endowment. So UPenn's endowment is 22 billion, right? And they're not need blind, but Amherst, what's their endowment? So Amherst's endowment is 3.5 billion, and they are need blind. Do you see what I mean? So UPenn has about 10 times the money, but they still not need blind, which is quite interesting. Although I don't think they really decline people based on finances at UPenn, to be honest. Let's keep on going, guys. Let's keep on going. Do they give diploma? No, they give bachelor degrees. Is St. Mary's University's offer scholarship, and when is the deadline? Kindly. I haven't seen St. Mary's on the list of schools that I've been looking at. St. Mary's University. So this is in Texas, right? It's a private school. It doesn't have that much in endowment, and it has a very high acceptance rate. The only scholarships that they would offer there would be probably merit-based scholarships. So they would be giving you merit-based scholarships, maybe like a presidential merit-based scholarship. Let's see if they have that. Yeah, so you see, so they offer a presidential merit-based scholarship that's full tuition, but not full cost of attendance, but it's full tuition for students who have high GPA and are incoming. So yes, they have, but the students must be U.S. citizens or U.S. permanent residents to be eligible. Exactly. So yeah, that's the thing, guys. You want to make sure you're applying to the schools that I've already vetted. There's many schools in America that they are great schools, but they just don't give as much money as possible. I just hit the follow button, bro. Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Julie. Let's keep on going. Can you tell me about forensic science course or courses that will lead to a forensic scientist? I haven't actually seen too many of those, to be honest. You're probably going to want to be doing something like biology or chemistry at like one of these liberal arts schools. So the liberal arts schools that I'm basically telling you guys to apply to, like the majority of the schools I'm telling you guys to apply to are what we call liberal arts, and they usually don't have too specialized courses. So usually if you wanted to go like forensic science or something like that, you'd be doing chemistry or biology at these schools. All right. Which university can you suggest? A 1,300 SAT, seven IELTS student, National Informatics Olympiad winner. Okay, your Olympiad is what really helps you out. Like your Olympiad has already put you into another category. So honestly, you should be applying to all the big schools. So I'm talking about Princeton, MIT, Stanford. You should be applying to all of them. And of course, make sure that you apply early decision to something like Amherst College, because they have a higher acceptance rate. So you can have, that can be kind of your safer school to get into. But remember, you still need to do extracurricular activities, all right? Can I get a fully funded scholarship as an international student? And yes, I'm disabled. Can I even find that in the Common App? Yes. So what you can do is you can there's certain sections there where you can talk about adversity and what you've been through, and that's where you can mention your disability. Not only that, yes, you can get a fully funded scholarship in many of these schools that I'm talking about, such as Amherst College. All right. So let's keep on going, guys. Let's keep on going. Hello, thank you for sharing all this information. That's perfect. Please share the community link again. It's in my bio, guys. The community link is in my bio. I want to study in SBCC, California. How much does it cost there? Because I do know that, Santa Barbara Community College is a little bit more expensive than like the one you would find in Texas. How am I able to know that I have gotten the scholarship after the application? They'll let you know. It's going to be part of your application, like part of your acceptance. They'll let you know. I want to study. Okay, got that. Do they give diploma in nursing or midwifery? No, primarily we're talking about bachelor degrees. So it's going to be a bachelor's degree and it's going to be in nursing. There's no such thing really as midwife free in America. School community link in my bio. Is there a scholarship available for cosmetology school? Yes, they are, but remember, these are much shorter and usually they don't cover the full cost. So what I would encourage you to do is come for like a bachelor's degree in business, but then on the side do cosmetology. Yeah, but I'll have to put the money I make on your name because I can't be working, you know. Let's not tell that to the government. We're not going to do anything like that. Wink, wink. But yeah, definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. I tried to update my transcript and it was not going through. What might be the problem? We're on the Common App. If it's on the Common App, usually you have to send them an email to kind of confirm. Oh, hey, this is interesting. I love it. I love it. Yep, it is interesting. It is interesting. Let's keep on going, guys. I want to study business and management. That is a very good field. Of course, you still want to see if you can get into also a double major with a STEM field. But yeah, take a look at like Colby College, University of Rochester, University of Pennsylvania. These are good schools for scholarships and for business administration. Are there scholarships for community colleges? Yes, but usually only at your second year, not your first year. Your first year, you're going to pay. So usually for community college, you have to go there first, and then you get the scholarship. In their official website, it said they cover 30% of international student aid only. For UPenn, they have a, let's go and take a look again. International student UPenn scholarships. 100% demonstrated need. Let's go. Okay, so here you go. This is what UPenn says, quote unquote. Let's go and look here. Okay, international students admitted as financial aid recipients will receive need-based aid that covers 100% of their demonstrated need, just like domestic students. So yeah, I don't know where you're getting that number, Sarah. Like, to be honest, like sometimes there's like news outlets who would be trying to say something different, but UPenn does cover 100% of your demonstrated financial needs. Let's keep on going. Colleges consider highly if I play for Drought's national team with 7 participations in world championship. So these are, again, that's a very strong extracurricular activity. So what you can be doing is you can be applying to the schools, especially like Ivy League schools love people who are, who play sports. So what you can do is, again, like a UPenn, like a Princeton, like a Cornell, apply to them. Maybe do Cornell early decision. Let's see, Cornell early decision. Acceptance rate. What's Cornell's early decision? Okay, Cornell's early decision is still rough. That is rough. Wow, it's around 16%. That is interesting. I thought it was going to be a lot higher. Dartmouth. What? Let's see the ED. 17%. Wow. Okay, so I would still, even in your shoes, I'd still go for something like an Amherst College ED. That's what I'll do. And then the other ones I'll do normal acceptance. I can see some machinists here. Nice. Hey, I have a problem joining your community. The profile is not responding. Yeah, then unfortunately, then you would have to just send me a message on my website, because some places, for some reason, my community just doesn't work there. So I also have a link to my website on my bio. Okay, I have a link to my website on my bio. So let's keep on going. Please, can you check St. Thomas for me if they give full scholarships for international students? I was looking at St. Thomas. and I was trying to find it and I wasn't able to confirm. But let's look again. St. Thomas University. Let's see St. Thomas University. They don't look like they have too much money. Which one is it? Is it okay, so I was looking at a different type of St. Thomas. I was looking at the one in Florida. Which one are you looking at? Italy colleges consider, okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, Giovanni, you want to make sure that you're applying to something like Amherst for ED, but then also the Ivy League because they love it. Do the ECs have to be related to your desired major? No, they don't, but it helps. But no, they don't. No, they don't. Again, is there a scholarship for cosmetology schools? There are scholarships, but not full scholarships. I would encourage you to be doing a bachelor's degree in business or fashion or something like that, and then cosmetology school on the side. Okay. But yeah, I'm thinking my school community only works in certain regions, unfortunately. Hackathons are strong ECs, even if not winning. You have to be winning the hackathons for them to be strong ECs. You have to be winning them. It's good. It's an EC, but is it a strong EC that's going to make you get into University of Chicago for somebody else? Not really, but it's a good EC, but it's not a strong one. Yeah. You mentioned a loan regarding the 2.86 GPA I had. Okay. And GRE, what loan? Please enlighten me. There's a link in my bio for Empower. It's a loan that basically will cover you up to $100,000 in your expenses in America. So up to $100,000. It's through Empower. It's for primarily international students trying to get their master's degree or studying for their master's degree. And you can check if you're eligible by clicking on the loan there in my bio. Okay. And yeah, it goes through certain schools. So if you have a certain school, then you can go. Okay. Let's keep on going. I'd like to learn English. That's great, but I don't have money. Just speak it. That's the most important thing. I'm interested in financial aid, but with business administration, but I'm in UAE. That's fine. You can still come study in America. Let's take a look over here. If there's anything else I need to look at, give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Let's go over here. Where to study law in the U.S. and for good price? To study law, it's at the master's level. It's not at the bachelor's level. So you need to have a bachelor's degree in order to study law. And to get a full scholarship, you have to go to one of the best law schools like Harvard. They give lots of scholarships there. What if you get a good score in SAT? Will we need any more English proficiency tests? No, you can get them waived if you get a good score in the SAT. Can I apply for U.S. universities? I'm from Iran because U.S. has banned us. No, you can't. I mean, you can apply, but you won't be able to get a visa. Can you look at my question above? I did. Do you know any colleges which is good or great at forensic science or related courses? Again, you're going to be having to do something like biology. That's like the closest it's going to be, biology. So remember, like most of these universities don't have a forensic science degree, the ones that are giving full scholarships here. So you're going to have to be doing biology. Can you give me architecture schools? Yeah, or scholarships. The one that is great is at Princeton, is like the best one out there that I found from the schools that I recommend. Can we get fully funded scholarships aside applying for fall in the USA? Only for master's degree, you can get some for the spring, but really it's always going to be the fall. How to talk with a university and where? Send them an email. Go to their website, send them an email. That's how you can typically talk to them. Can you tell me as the universities that offer merit-based and need-based scholarships? So I primarily focus on need-based scholarships. Merit-based scholarships are more difficult to get because you have to be one of the best students. I mean, full merit-based scholarships are more difficult to get because you have to be one of the best students. But if you want a merit-based school, something like Lamar University, or Wake Forest University, they have good merit-based scholarships. Are there scholarships available for masters in international business with low financial costs as international students? Yeah, there are master, but so for scholarships, there's not that many scholarships, full scholarships for master's degree. So you have to pay something. If you want full scholarship, you have to be applying to like Stanford or UC Berkeley. They've got full scholarships there. But then what you would do is usually you'd go for a loan for your master's degree. What if we get a good score? Okay, I answered that. Is it easy to get a full scholarship to USC, possibly both academic and athletic? It's possible. It's not easy, but it's possible. At USC, they have a full scholarship there for merit-based scholarship, so you can. Hey, William, hope you're doing good. For students who have relatively lower GPA, like 3.5 to 3.7 and SAT optional, where would you recommend for full scholarship? Now, a 3.5 to 3.7 is not a low GPA, especially from an international student, okay? So what you'd want to do is you'd want to be applying to, for instance, Amherst College. I really like them. Bowdoin College is another really good one. You want to apply to Princeton. You want to apply to Columbia. These are like the schools you'd want to apply to, which can give you full scholarships and are still relatively very good. And then you also want to look at stuff like Colby College and stuff like that, and University of Rochester. Can I request a fee waiver for UPenn, a CSS fee waiver for UPenn? Unfortunately, not UPenn. UPenn doesn't give them. But then there's other schools that do, and I have a list of those schools on my website and on my community. Do some of the universities offer flight tickets? Yes, some of them do. Some of them do. I got a 1,240 in SATs. Is there a possibility I could get a full ride with very great ECs and awards? Yes, but I wouldn't be submitting that SAT. You need that SAT score to be a lot higher than 1,240. So I'd be going test optional over there. All right. Let's keep on going, guys. Bro, did have undergraduate scholarship without IELTS that open portal now? Yes, we do have a few of them. So take a look at like Macalester College, Williams College. They have full scholarships and don't require the IELTS. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. How about international business? International business and business is almost the same thing. You'll be studying almost the same courses too. Is Berea College a good college located in Kentucky? Yes, it's a very good college. One of the best in Kentucky. One of the best in Kentucky. Let's keep on going. What are the master schools that may have a sports scholarship? Yeah, you're not going to really have sports scholarships for masters. It's usually just bachelor's, okay? It's usually just bachelor's degree that you're going to be having. Let's keep on going, guys. Let's keep on going. What are the, okay, can Berea College accept test optional? No, they need at least one test, either the IELTS or the SAT. They need one test, okay? They need one test. Berea, unfortunately, it's for international students, they need one test. For domestic students, it's test optional. Does Berea have a nursing course? Yes, they do. They're really good at nursing. Kindly list the college or universities that give scholarships and have high rate of acceptance. I just made a video about that yesterday. It's on my TikTok page. Take a look at my TikTok page. All right. And also it's on my community. Let's see. I'm not able to access or the university kindly. Yeah, then send me also a message on my website. I have a link in my bio. Okay. So I have a link in my bio for my website. What degree are you studying? I studied computer science and economics. So economics, I got it from University of Rochester, bachelor's degree, and then computer science I got from University of Pennsylvania, master's degree. Let's see. Ooh, guys, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Okay, my son wants to study mechanical engineering. Do you have any recommendations? I mean, if he wants the best mechanical engineering, then it's going to be at MIT. If he wants normal, it'll be something at like University of Rochester. Let's keep on going, guys. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. What is Macalester College's acceptance rate? You can just hit it on Google here. I remember I saw it recently, but I just forgotten. Macalester College acceptance rate. It's 28%. 28%. But remember, the acceptance rate for Americans is slightly higher than that for international students, especially at these schools. Okay, the University of St. Thomas in St. Paul. Okay, I'll have to look at that one a little bit later. University of St. Thomas in St. Paul, Minnesota. Because there was one St. Thomas that I was looking at. I'll have to, yeah, I have it open over here. I'll take a look at it. To me, I need To me, I need anything as last will get me into the United States. Okay, as long as you're getting into the United States, yeah, then you're in the right place. I have a bunch of schools guides listed on my website. Take a look at them and study whatever major you want to over there that you think is going to give you the best shot of getting in. What about IELTS? Do I need to graduate from the University of Ghana? Who's interested in MBA? Yeah, most of them want you to have like the IELTS for your for a master's degree, or if University of Ghana is a English speaking institution, then you can get your the English requirement waived. Okay, it can get waived. Oh, Zeman, hello, welcome. Long time no see on my lives. Welcome. Thank you so much for sharing the chat, or the live, should I say. Thank you for sharing the live. Guys, definitely share the live and like the live so that we have more people jump on and ask me questions. But yeah, let's keep on going. I applied to University of Rochester, but for spring intake, will it affect my financial aid? Yes, it will. For University of Rochester. The cool thing of Rochester is you can defer your admission to the fall if you do get accepted. Can I get a full scholarship for spring semester? It's very rare. It's possible, but very rare. Most of these schools already have like their budgets allocated for the fall. So if you're applying for the spring, you're basically just getting the leftover budget and not the main budget. Let's keep on going. Do they require application fees? No. I mean, they have application fees, but you can get a fee waiver. Let's keep on going. Is test optional colleges? Do they require application fees? Again, you can get a fee waiver for all of them. Can you share me the link for full scholarship and international student? It's a process. So basically, you're going to be applying using the Common App, and then you're going to be filling out the CSS profile. All right. Let's keep on going. Berea College is not test optional. No, unfortunately, it's like for international students, it's not test optional. You have to take like the IELTS or the SAT. You have to take one of them. You have to take one test. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing, guys. The link. Let's keep on going. Guys, yes, please stop spamming. Norina, why? Again, guys, I will get to your questions, right? So as Narina is saying, I will get to your questions. It will take me, I'm just starting from the top coming downwards. That's how I do it. So maybe there's 10 or 20 questions before yours, but I'll eventually get to them. All right. So don't spam. No need to add the question 20 more times. What's the difference between GPA and GPA-X? Which one do they want? They want GPA. I actually have never seen GPA-X. I have never seen that. GPA-X. I actually haven't seen GPA-X. What is GPA-X? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. So the way I've never seen GPA-X in America. I've personally not seen it, but I guess it is a thing. They use GPA. That's the one that we've used, how I've used, and what most universities use. So they would want GPA. Please. Okay, I want to study private pilot training. Pilot, I'll be honest with you, that's a very hard one for full funding. You can come and study in America, but it's going to be very hard to get full funding. For BS, please, yeah, same thing. BS, you're going to be applying to these universities that give full scholarships. All of them have a BS degree there. All right. Thank you so much, Zeman, for sharing the live. Thank you. Do you help with applications? Yes, I have one-on-ones where you can help with my applications, with your applications. For your undergraduate, how many recommenders needed? Usually it's 2, but sometimes it's 1, but at least on most of the schools it's going to be 2 recommenders needed. Hello. Yeah. Hi, handsome. Hello. You guys are too kind. Please remind me the uni for BME, MSc fully funded. That's going to be Berkeley, UC Berkeley right now. That's the only one that's open that gives full funding for that I know of. Of course, there's going to be more, and I'll be looking for more for you guys. But so far, that's the one. Is applying to Amherst and Princeton in regular decision a dumb option just because you haven't given SAT yet? No, it's not. But I would still say I'd apply for Amherst for ED because they give their acceptance rate goes to like 30%, and their test and their what's the thing called again? And they're need blind. So I'd really be applying to Amherst ED. Okay. Can please tell us a scholarship with SAT 1,518 US as Turkish student? I know that SAT score is very, very high. So again, it's applying to the schools that I have listed on my profile. So Amherst, Princeton, UPenn. I'd actually, with a 1580 SAT score, I'd actually be applying to all the need blind schools, and then I'd be applying to a few of the other schools that are not need blind. But take a look at the list on my website, on my what's it called again? My community also. How about Swarthmore? Swarthmore gives full scholarships. Yep. Okay. Hello, William. I'm taking a chance. I DM'd you my story. Please help me find a solution to that. Yeah, best way to send me messages, guys, is actually on my community. That's where I see most of my messages. All right. Links in the bio, and then I can respond to you there. Is it possible to apply MIT through Common App? No, I think MIT has their own system. I believe they have their own system. MIT is one that has their own system. MIT, let's see, application. So MIT application. Yep. So create an account. It's through MIT. You're not applying through the Common App for MIT. Let's see. Hi. Please, is this live session recorded? Yes, on YouTube. It is recorded on YouTube. Hi, William. With a WASAC of 4 A's, 4 B's, and a high school GPA of 4.0, do I stand a chance to getting into the top schools without the SAT? Yeah, you still do stand a chance. What I would encourage you to do is to look at the schools that have a higher acceptance rate, so like Whitman College, St. Olaf College, and apply to those ones. Okay, is choosing Rochester a good fit for early decision for international students? Yes, it is. The only thing about Rochester, it doesn't guarantee you 100% scholarships. It doesn't guarantee. The other schools guarantee, but Rochester doesn't. The reason why I always recommend Rochester is because I got a full ride, but it doesn't guarantee it. Okay, so I would rather put my guarantee into a school that says 100% will give you a full ride, and that would be like Amherst College for ED. But then I would still apply to Rochester for regular decision. Can you suggest some early action for undergrad? Yeah, early action are very rare, not for these schools. It's usually early decision for these schools. All right. Now let's keep on going. Can you give me suggestions for extracurriculars? I've been participating in Olympiads, and I was a national topper in sciences as well. Honestly, one of the best extracurricular activities you can do is launching a business, starting an organization. That's one of the best ones that you can do. It shows that you're a go-getter, shows that you're solving problems in the world, in your community, and that's going to really make you stand out. Okay. Bro, I live in Ethiopia, and I was thinking to apply with a 1.7 GPA from Ethiopia for Berea. So what do you recommend for me? You have to do the SAT. Absolutely have to do the SAT, and you have to score a very good grade on the SAT. I'm talking about a 1,500 plus in order to really have a shot at many of these schools. Or else the best option for you is actually to go to community college in America. Okay. Hey, please, I have no SAT. Is there a chance to apply to study engineering with scholarships? Yes, there is. Just apply to like University of Rochester. They don't require it. So what do you think of PhD in computer science at Emory? Very good, very good. If you get in, they'll give you a full scholarship. What are the requirements do you need to get full funds? You just need to apply to the schools that give full scholarships and fill out the CSS profile, okay? I really want to join your community. Yeah, my community is free to join, but of course, if you're having a problem joining it, then you just have to join my website, all right? Let's keep on going here. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. With a CGPA of 2.92, can I get into UC Berkeley? You'll need to do the GRE. Sir, I sent you a message on your website. Okay, I'll be taking a look at my website later tonight. What about Masters in Law? Masters in Law, to get a full scholarship, again, a little bit harder, but you'd have to go into the top law schools like Harvard They give a lot of money there, and they also give a little bit of money at like Cornell. They also give a little bit of money there, but you might need to get a loan. Okay. Hi, I'm in Ghana. Please, can you help me get scholarships that can give full? Can you help me get a school that can give a full scholarship? Yeah, it depends on which school you want to go to. Apply to the schools that I have listed on my website, okay, and on my TikTok page and on my community. They give fully funded scholarships, and I have a list and lists and lists of them, guys, all over there for you guys. Any MSc full scholarship? Yeah, at what's it called again? At what's it called again? Sorry. Sorry. I lost my thing here. Where is it? Where is it? Wow, I lost it. Okay. Yeah, okay, there you go. Any MSc full scholarships? Yeah, at UC Berkeley. Take a look at UC Berkeley. Please don't spam. Thank you so much, Zeman, for sharing. Guys, let's also like and share. Let's like and share. Let's keep on going. Should you send? Okay. How do I do the GRE? Type it in on Google. GRE, it's a graduate records exam. Basically, you're going to do it near where you live. It's going to be in person. It's going to be like in a high school or something. You'll register for it and you do it there. Okay. The FAFSA website is not working. It keeps saying access denied. By the way, I'm in East Africa. Exactly. The FAFSA is not for you. FAFSA is for Americans. The CSS profile is for you. All right. Let's keep on going. Hey, I'm from Gambia, looking for fully funded scholarship for bachelor's for computer science. Yeah, take a look at, Amherst College, take a look at MIT, take a look at Stanford, at Caltech, Swarthmore. Take a look at, so you're going to be looking at computer science. Most schools have computer science. So just apply to these schools that have computer science that you like the most. So SAT have specific schedule, or is it possible to do anytime? They have a specific schedule. No Duolingo or SAT, but I have my English proficiency certificate. That's great. Make sure you're applying to these schools. Remember, there's some schools that don't even need your English proficiency certificate. And most schools don't need SAT. But I want to complete my FAFSA application because I've been accepted. FAFSA is for Americans, though. So unless you're American, you're not going to be completing your FAFSA. You're not going to be completing your FAFSA. Guys, let's keep on liking. Let's like. Please, I have no SAT. There's a chance to study engineering. I answered that. Your recommendation for fully funded scholarship universities for visually impaired from Egypt. Remember, your visual impairment is you're going to go to these schools with your disability. You're just going to be telling them about your disability in your email or in your application. So again, schools love diversity. So something like, applying to Princeton University, UPenn, Johns Hopkins University, Rice University, Tufts University. All of these schools are the ones that you're going to be applying to. I have a full list on my page. Okay, so take a look at that. Let's keep on going here. What about Haverford College? Do they give full scholarships? Yes, Haverford College does give full scholarships. They do give full scholarships. Can you tell me about master's degree in USA? I have a CGPA of 2.9. So do 2.9 GPA for master's degree. Quite hard. You'll need to do the GRE. I mean, you can still get into schools, but it's not going to be for a full scholarship, and you also probably won't get much in scholarships. But you can still get in schools with a 2.9. But the best thing for you to do is to do the GRE. It's going to give you much more options. And then you're going to apply to the schools, and you can also get a loan for the schools. Okay. I also have Best Delegate Award at Harvard, but I haven't done the SAT and got a 3.5. A 3.5 GPA is good. Apply to the schools that don't require, don't require high GPA, don't require the SAT. And just make sure that when you're applying to these schools, guys, make sure that you're filling out your extracurricular activities. Make sure that your extracurricular activities are really good. That's what's important to many of these schools. Okay. Let's keep on going. Does the College of Worcester offer full aid to internationals? Yes, they do. I thought they don't offer such, William. They do. The College of Worcester does, but of course, many of these schools, they do have a little bit more limitations on who they let in, but they do. So the College of Worcester And let's just put it here, College of Wooster International Student Financial Aid. Where is it? Yeah, so this is what the College of Wooster says. We do our best to meet 100% of an international student's institutionally determined need. Okay, so they do their very best to try and meet 100% of your demonstrated financial needs. So that's what they are. So let's keep on going. But they are need aware, so they can reject you as a result of your financing. But yeah, let's keep on going here. Black Lulu or blue Lulu? Well, yeah, Norina. How about no Lulu? Can we go? Is that an option, Norina? Is that an option? Hello. Macalester College. Yes, Macalester College gives full aid to international students. Opinion on University of Georgia. Yes, they have a scholarship there. They have like a STEM scholarship, or is it a presidential? One of the two, which gives full scholarships to international students, but it is a merit based, not need based. Does Bowdoin give test optional? Yes, Bowdoin College is test optional. No Lulu is sad. Maybe I was asking for you. Take that chance. Okay. I'd like a blue Lulu. Actually, black Lulu. I'd like black Lulu. What is the STEM scholarship? It's honestly it's a merit based scholarship that's given by a certain family in America to high deserving students, so students who deserve them at certain schools. And University of Georgia has one there that's, I think it's a STEM scholarship, but they have one that's merit based, and if you get it, you can get a full scholarship to University of Georgia. Is there any school in the U.S. that asks for high school transcript only? Like if you go to Macalester College, they only ask that you send them your high school transcript. You don't need to do English proficiency exams or even the SAT. Hi, can you help me with options in Canada? Unfortunately, I don't do Canada, guys. Only America. All right. Do I need a great high school GPA to get a full scholarships? No, you don't. America is really great in the fact that they do give holistic admissions. Okay. Let's see. What are the best subject combinations in high school? Does that affect your performance? It doesn't affect it as much. A school like MIT, it's important to them, but other schools understand that you come from different backgrounds. So the best depends on what you want to major in college. That's what it depends on. Any universities that offer vet medicine for bachelors, the closest you're going to get for any veterinary studies or anything like that is going to be Cornell University, but it's not also going to be for bachelor's degree. It's going to be usually for master's. My school does not calculate in GPA, so how will I calculate that? Use ChatGPT just to calculate it for yourself. And then for your schools, or when you're applying to schools, you don't even need to do the translation for them. At the bachelor's degree level, most schools know your grading in your home country, so you don't even have to translate it for them. But if they do need translation or something like that, they'll ask you. Okay, does SAT have a specific schedule, or is it possible to do it anytime? They have a specific schedule. I want to be an exchange student. How do I do that? That's a little bit more complicated than what we're talking about over here, but usually exchange student, you're going to have to pay. And I'll cover that a little bit later. What is the GPA for USC, and do you have to do the SAT to get accepted to USC for aerospace engineering? So they have, so where is it? USC Prezi. Oh, I have to remember their scholarship. I forgot their scholarship. They have a scholarship here that is a full scholarship. What is that scholarship? Oh, I've forgotten the scholarship's name. I'll have to go find it again. But your other questions of USC. Let's see. Is it test optional? They might not be. They might be. Yeah, so they are test optional. Okay, so yeah, they are test optional. So you don't need to do the SAT. But yeah, I'd have to look at these scholarships to see which one it was again. Let's keep on going. Hi, do you mind sharing unis that offer full scholarships for master's students in computer science? Yeah, that's only going to be Arizona State University, Stanford University, and UC Berkeley. Where can I find scholarships that are based on merit and not financial? It's usually through Google. But what I usually just look at merit, need-based and not really merit-based, because need-based are kind of easier to get than merit-based. Merit-based, you have to be one of the best in order to get a full scholarship, right? But there are a lot of merit-based scholarships out there, but they just don't give you the full. They just don't cover your full cost of attendance. Okay. But yeah, the best way is to Google. And if you guys want me to start going over merit-based scholarships, just let me know. Like usually I'm just looking for need-based scholarships. But if you guys really care about merit-based scholarships, then yeah, you'll be fine. Okay. I mean, you can let me know and I'll make some more. Can they waive mid-year reports? Yes, they can waive almost anything, guys. They can waive almost anything. You just have to send a message to the admissions office requesting the waive and telling them why. What's the name of the the college that only accept transcript? Yeah, Macalester College, Williams College, Swarthmore College, quite a few. 99 out of 100. What's my GPA in American system? It depends where you're from, and we can just use ChatGPT in order to convert that. Okay. What are the ECs for CS other than building websites? It's boring. Startup. You're having a startup that you're doing something with AI in your community. That is quite good. Let's keep on going. Oh yeah, okay. The American University in Gambia, is it recommended in the USA? I haven't seen the American University in Gambia, so I wouldn't know. Unfortunately. What are fully funded university for diploma nurses who want to do degree for international students? That's going to be Berea. Take a look at Berea College. There's so many people from Ghana who have went to Berea College and studied nursing. What Ivy League did you go to? I went to UPenn. For my master's degree. And I went to Brown also for my master's degree. So two Ivy Leagues. But I graduated from UPenn. Let's keep on going. Do you have to submit the CSS profile every year to renew the aid? No, you do not. But they'll give you a certain form that you have to fill out each year, depending on your school, right? But then those are only the schools that adjust your financial aid each year, and usually they only adjust it upwards, not downwards. When submitting transfer to Macalester College for undergraduate, is it only your final class? No, they want usually all 4 years of your high school. But then if you only have your final class, you just have to let them know about that. Okay. So schools are very open to, helping you guys out. Don't think it's very stringent like in many countries. In many other countries, it's like if you don't have it, you can't apply. But in America, it's different. You can work around it. Okay. Narina, thanks, but I feel like my GPA is useless because I don't have a SAT score. That's the thing about it. Like if your GPA is really bad, you need to make sure that you do the SAT or something like that to give you a little bit of a stronger shot at getting accepted. Which university in the USA gives full funded scholarships for degree in mental health nursing? Usually that's going to be like a subsection, a minor in nursing. So what you'd want to do is, or a minor, not a minor, but like you're going to be nursing, you'd be doing nursing and then a concentration in something like mental health or something like that. So take a look at UPenn, take a look at Emory University, and take a look at Berea College. Should I take the SAT? Yes, if your grades are not good. If your GPA is not good, take the GPA, the GRE, the SAT. CSS profile is useful for masters as well. No, masters is going to be something different. CSS profile is just for bachelor's degrees. My GPA is 99 out of 100. Again, from which country are you from? Which country are you from? Because it does, like, if you're 99 of 100, it looks like your GPA would be fine. I don't think it'll be low. Any uni offering master's degree, master's scholarship for international students? Yeah, so take a look at University of California, Berkeley, and then also take a look at Stanford University and Arizona State University. Okay. Conversion. Okay. So let's keep on going here. Hopefully praying. Yeah. So I'm from Egypt. Yeah, a 99 out of 100 looks like a very strong grade. Let's look here. You're probably gonna be at a 4.0. But Norino's looking. You're probably gonna be at a 4.0. If I had to guess, it would be a 4.0. And I live with family that receives. Okay, let's see. Okay, BBA North South University, CGPA 3.2, IELTS 7, GRE 320, publication 1, not go index work, 6 years, major accounting. Where can I get a university where I can get the maximum scholarship? Oh, good question. Again, maximum scholarship, it still goes down to UC Berkeley, Arizona State University, and then also, what's it called again? Stanford University. But then one thing I would say is you should also take a look at Rice University. This is the thing. Your GPA, your GRE is really good, so you can look at Rice University. Is there a university that is 100% free, whether housing or studying? Yeah, by free, what I mean is you're applying to these universities that give full scholarships, and if you don't have the money, then you can go there for free. So something like Berea College is one that you'd want to look at. How do we find which universities offer need-based? I have them on my website, on my profile, on my TikTok. Just take a look at those universities. I'm going to graduate from high school this year, but I want to study in America, but I don't have the money. I only have the money to cover plane tickets only. Yes, these schools are the ones that you want to be applying to because they'll give you the full financial aid to cover your housing, your food, your tuition, everything while you're in America. So you just have to apply to them. So something like Williams College, Amherst College. These are really good colleges that give you full scholarships, okay? Which university offers full scholarships from MBA? Stanford University and UC Berkeley, but also you can take a look at Harvard University. They give a lot of money, but not really full like Stanford and UC Berkeley. How to take the SAT? Go online and you'll be able to register for it. So just type in SAT, go online, you'll be able to register for it. Universities that don't require IELTS test for degree, that's going to be Macalester College, Williams College, Swarthmore College, and I have a few of them listed already. All right. Guys, I'm very thirsty. Let's actually drink. Wow, I am thirsty. Hi, sir. Can you help me get a school that accepts low GPA, CGPA of 2.04? You'll need to do the SAT or the GRE, whichever degree you are applying for. 2.04 is quite a low score, unfortunately, in America. Are the free universities you speak of in your videos? Yeah, those are the universities I speak of. So it says the GPA conversion is a 4.0. Yep, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if it's good enough anymore. 4.0 is the highest you can get. It's the highest you can get. Perhaps people making it seem like it's impossible, and schools are asking for unrealistic standards. No, they're not. That's the thing about it. Like my GPA from University of Rochester to UPenn to both the Ivy Leagues was like a 3.5 GPA, around that. So it shows you like you can get into Ivy League schools with 3.5 GPAs. It's completely possible. Yeah. So let's keep on going. Which university offers full scholarship for pharmaceutical sciences? Pharmaceutical sciences is at the PhD level or the graduate level, so you'll have to go for a graduate degree in order to do that, okay? So you need to have a bachelor's degree already. So would we set the SAT online or face-to-face? Yeah, face-to-face. It's going to be face-to-face at a place in your community. It's going to be in your community, okay? That's what it's going to be. So let's keep on going. Which university is good for international relations? Princeton University. Princeton University is really good for international relations. I want a master's degree scholarship in land economics. So you have to specify probably economics, and you'd be going for like Stanford, UC Berkeley, or Arizona State University. But then you can also kind of deviate into something like global affairs, which you can get a full scholarship from University of Notre Dame for your master's degree. Will they know if I used AI to build a website or not? They can kind of tell sometimes, but this is the thing about it. Don't worry. Like as long as you build that website, it's already use AI. Use AI. That's totally fine. We use AI in my daily work every day when I work. We use AI to build our websites now. It's just like using the internet, you know. So most of the videos I find is for bachelor's degree. Please make a video for master's or MBA students. I have. You have to just scroll through them, guys. I have a lot of videos on master degrees. I just released one 3 days ago, something with 10 master degrees that you can get full funding for. How do I register in it? Do I search for it on Google and register in it online, only online? Yeah, everything's going to be done online. Take a look at the schools online, but then I give you like tips and stuff of how to find them on my ebook. So get my ebooks. The link's in my bio. Okay. List the universities. I've listed them already on my community and on my website. So take a look at the links in my bio. Sorry, my English is bad. That's not a problem. And yeah, you're going to be doing things on the Common App to apply for the bachelor's degree. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to be leaving very soon. I've been on live for an hour now, so my time for lunch is over. I'll have to be going very soon, maybe another 5 minutes at most, and then I'll be leaving. Age Month says, William, you're the best. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the audience and the number of users is more important. Exactly. You can build it with AI. In fact, most Y Combinator companies are built using AI, and they get millions of dollars in investments. Okay, so AI is not bad at all. AI gives a whole new perspective on coding. It solves so many problems. Yeah, it solves so many problems really quickly. That's the thing about it. So many problems so quickly, and that's why you should still use it. UPenn is test optional and offers full aid. They're not test optional, but they do offer full aid. But they're not test optional anymore. And also, guys, unfortunately, Princeton in the future is not going to be test optional also. So if you want to apply to Princeton, now is the time to apply, because in the future, I think they have another year though, but I think 2028, they're no longer test optional. Okay, no longer test optional. But all right, everyone, thank you so much. I know you guys still have questions. I've went through a lot of the questions. Hopefully it's given you guys some insight. Hopefully that you guys can use that and go and study and all of that type of good stuff. Trust me, studying in America is completely possible, even as, you know, a low income student. All right. So make sure you guys do apply to these schools in America. All right. Somebody keeps on spamming my Instagram here saying fully funded scholarship for degrees without IELTS test. Macalester College is one. Williams College is another. Here you go. Williams College. Take a look at that one. All right. So then, and I also just put a list of all of them on my website also, and on my TikTok page. When university asks for a bank statement, what exactly do they need to see? They want to see if you have a lot of money to actually cover your expenses. But usually whenever a university starts asking for a bank statement, it usually means they're not going to give you that much money right off the bat. So one thing I'll say is apply to these fully funded scholarships or universities that give fully funded scholarships. They are the ones that they won't really care about your bank statement unless it's for applying for aid, okay? Because then that's what's going to help them determine how much money to give you. If you sit here on your lunch break, when do you eat? Haha, good question. I only eat once a day, guys, believe it or not. I only eat once a day. So that's why. Not many people know it, but the food in America is so bad that you only really want to be eating sometimes once a day, or else you start gaining a lot of weight. Okay, please, is there any scholarships for culinary schools? I have not seen any that give full scholarships for culinary schools. I've seen music, but I have not seen culinary, unfortunately, full scholarships to international students. I just haven't seen it. Thanks already for your effort and everything. Thank you so much. Proof of funds for attending the university. Yeah, like the proof of funds, like, is to get usually your visa. If somebody's asking for it, like, while you're applying and not for the financial aid, like if you're applying for financial aid, that's different. But just if you're applying regularly and they're asking you for proof of funds, it's becoming a little bit sus. Like, they're not going to give you that much money. Do I have to email the specific college for application fee waivers? No, not really, but you can. Yeah, like I would suggest that you do email them just to find out if they are. But I have a list of them already on my community. And if you need that list, just send me also a message on my website, and I'll send you that list of schools that there's like 35 of them that have a fee waiver already baked in, or they have an alternative form that you can fill out. Okay. I feel like there aren't people who have great ECs in CS. Yeah, lots of people in CES, they're just very narrow focused. What's going to make you difference is if you like launch an app or something cool. Dude, I don't have any money, but I need you to guide me for a January intake. We know we're not going to be doing January intake, guys. January intake is there's no money there. It's going to be the fall intake. Okay, fall intake. Are they open now? The registration for McAllister and William? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're open right now. Okay. Is the SAT hard? It is hard it was hard for me, but I'll be honest with you. If you don't need to take it, don't take it. But if you have to take it because of your GRE or because of your SAT, make sure that you study at least for 2 months and doing it every day. Okay. But thank you, everybody. Thank you. I heard the opposite. Isn't it why most of us US people are obese? Yeah, they're obese is because, they just eat, like if you eat 3 meals a day in America, even if you're working out, it's very, very hard to not be fat, unfortunately. Okay. Anyway, all right, please, what is required for the University of Pennsylvania nursing program? Just go on Google, just type that in, and you'll be able to see it. Yeah, but he's saying he'd rather starve than be fat. No, I'm just saying that you can gain a lot of weight. You can gain a lot of weight in America because their food is not as healthy as other places in the world. That's one big issue I have with America. And where did you study? I studied at the University of Pennsylvania and at the University of Rochester. Jara Kaseu just joined. Guys, my brother just joined my live on Instagram. Hello, Jay. Hello. Are you going to say anything, or are you just going to keep quiet? Come on, Jay. Yeah, he just joined. I need to get him on my my live here on TikTok one time. Look at him. He's just being quiet over there. He's not saying anything. I wonder why he's joining. Yeah, now he finally said something. Hello, dude. How are you doing? Why are you not joining me on my lives? That's a good question for him, right? Okay. Although, guys, I do have to run. I do have to run. Did you know any student or a 17-year-old kids that have great ECs in CS? Yeah, I've actually met a few. There are some people who have decided that they're going to attend the Ivy Leagues at a very young age, and they worked on their ECs as a result. Which schools can I get free study nursing for free? Berea College. How about summer? Yeah, summer is the only tricky part for international students, but usually you get an internship or you live on campus. There's usually some on-campus housing that they can help you with. To be qualified with the scholarship, remember, to be qualified, you need to just apply to these schools that have the scholarships and then fill out the CSS profile. Okay? So those are the things you have to do. Do I have to email the specific college for application fee waiver? It depends on the school, but then if you follow the schools that I have listed out, they have that option there. So like some schools will need you to send them a message. Other schools, you just need to fill out another form. Okay, depends on the schools. Okay, cybersecurity versus business analytics, which is more challenging. The more challenging one is going to be cybersecurity. Okay, cybersecurity will be more challenging. Do you know them personally? I want to contact them for advices. No, I haven't. I don't know them personally. But I mean, there is one now who's like doing a lot, and she's young. I think she was on our call here earlier. Sarah, take a look at Sarah. She's doing a lot of things now that are pretty good ECs that will give her a really good shot at getting into the top schools. Okay. All right. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. I do have to run. It was great having you guys. I'll be having another live tomorrow, so make sure you jump on for that. If you come the next time, because I don't have an account directly over here, I am following her. Maybe you can go see who I follow and find a Sarah and send her a message. She's also from, I think she's from Saudi Arabia. So make sure that you just reach out to her. She's doing a lot in computer science right now. Norina says, bye, go eat. Yes, thank you so much, Norina. Thank you. I am going to go eat and get things done. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who joined me. I hope you guys got a lot of information over here. I'll make sure the next time my brother does jump onto the live, because he has to be jumping on the live and also giving some insight on how he's been liking America, because he's been here for the same or a slightly shorter time than I've been in here. So, but he's got great perspectives too. Anyway, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, and I shall be seeing you guys later. All right, later. Like Almond Mom. Oh yes. All right, guys. Bye bye.